back in a row. I got them all. This time I won't make a mistake like I did previously, okay? We need to sort out the inventory. And then speak with everyone. And of course, unequip everyone here. Holy shit, the war skipped. 11 to 14 war skipped. I'm making the same mistake again. They're fine. Gut.
Last time we stood here with a legion, we had Lucullus with us.
A lot of things will be harder now that he's gone.
I know he was your patronus, but the man was like a father to me.
We will avenge Lucullus.
We will. I will.
I don't like Rome. He seemed particularly gloom today.
I hate to be back in this shithole of... shit.
It's still your home.
Maybe you're right. I just think everyone will be better off without me.
Will you disappear again?
I don't know yet. There's a lot I need to take care of.
Exactly what do you need taking care of?
I may be able to patch things up with my family, but it's scary. Aulus said Mother expects me for dinner.
Dinner isn't supposed to be scary.
Look, thanks for caring, but this is something I need to do on my own. It's my mess, and I will clean it up.
There must be something I can do for you.
Well, Do you think your advocate friend Kikero might represent me if I end up murdering someone at the dinner table?
He's not my friend, but I'll ask him.
Thank you.
All in all, this expedition wasn't that bad.
I'm not really sure about that. We have denied Lurko the control of Egypt, but we also made him look like a hero.
Let him think he's a hero. The higher you soar, the farther you fall.
Let us hope you're right, for everyone's sake.
You could move in with me.
It's tempting. I can't say it wouldn't be nice to have a home here again. With you. Let me try to clean out some of the skeletons in my closet first. Then, if everything works out somehow, we can talk about this again.
You're on the other side of a Rubik. Bestia.
Is it time?
You seem eager to return to Rome.
I've told you before. It is this idleness that bothers me. Can't we just quickly go in? I have things to do.
Shouldn't a warrior also learn to wait?
Only if it leads to something. I don't like standing here and wasting time.
Any plans for upcoming days?
I'll take it easy. This campaign made me realize there is a lot to learn. And while Sinaros is a great magister, it is impossible for him to teach me everything. But he said if he teaches me how to fish, my problems will be solved.
I'm sure Alcinous knows what he's doing.
He is wise and formidable. It is not easy to fight for so long and still be alive. I shall listen to every single word.
Did you like this expedition?
Of course, what's not to like? We are the scourge of Egypt. We have slain all of our foes. They shall sing our names for years to come. I know you are not entirely happy about being saved by Lurko. Do not worry, though. Vengeance will be ours. Patience is the sharpest weapon of a hunter. And strike when the time is ripe.
You seem lost.
Recent events are making me think
Robbie,
about
what's
the
up?
way we're
People,
approaching
hello
our
to everyone.
long-term problems. No matter what we do, our opponent seems to retain the upper hand.
That Geralt voice sector is everywhere these days, you know. On every 10th game. He needs to earn money too. One, yet he still managed to make himself look like a hero.
This is the second time he's accomplished the same trick. I think we now know the way he plays the game. We're clearly not playing by the same rules. It's for this reason that the game is not fair.
What do you propose?
We stop playing fair. Consider the Rubicon. No Legatus is allowed to keep their command inside the Pomerium. The Legion shall always disband here, beyond these predefined borders. So it is written, so it shall be done.
The consequences of breaking such a foundational law would be severe.
Of course. Because the law threatens obliteration, everyone obeys it, and everyone expects it to be obeyed. That makes us predictable. This is how Lurko always wins. He knows what our possible moves are, so he prepares himself accordingly. He plans for both outcomes, and controls the result either way. Now, consider the results of a commander crossing the Rubicon with his legion, ignoring the ancient law and the tradition.
You think we should not disband the Legion?
Certainly not. I was simply using as an example the absurdity of the notion, and the fact that Rome would be helpless against such a legion were it to just march through. Lurko exploits our adherence to established norms and patterns. As long as we're playing the same game, he wins.
We're gonna change the rules then.
It is an idea worth considering, but we should be careful about it, lest we become predictable in our rule-breaking.
Are you looking forward to returning to the bathhouse?
My frail bones are in dire need of warm water and a well-executed massage. but I also have an interesting meeting to attend.
The lovely lady, I assume.
Indeed. A lady who allegedly knows the solution to the one formula of Pythagoras.
Which one?
The one formula. The solution to all that was, all there is, and all there ever will be. Pythagoras famously believed that what we perceive is a mere reflection of a world of numbers, a world of conditions and formulaic instructions, a construct or a mere representation of a true reality that could easily be derived from one formula. He who knows the formula knows all.
What have you been drinking back there? So you're saying once you have the formula we can predict everything Lurko will do?
Not at all. I'm saying once I know the formula, we will not need to think about Vitellius Lurko at all.
What do you think about our deeds in Africa?
Egypt represents a clear victory. With Cleopatra out of the picture, the Senate can surely be persuaded to grant rulership of the area to you.
Unless Lurko has another trick up his sleeve.
I do think he will try to present our victory as his, thereby solidifying his claim for consulship. It is unlikely they would let him have Egypt, though.
Guys, so
Let's get this over with.
what?
Where to even start? I served with Lucullus for the majority of my life. In a way, he turned me into the man I am today. In return, I caused his death. He would have been alive today if we hadn't delayed our departure for the sake of fixing my mistakes. Nothing but a disappointment.
You never disappointed me.
And you are more of a sibling to me than my own little brother. It is comforting to know I have never disappointed you. But somehow I feel like I have failed in the big quest that is my life. I should have been more important, more significant.
You could do nothing to save Lucullus.
That is a fine lie. I will keep telling that to myself. Perhaps in time, I'll end up believing it.
What's your plan now?
Probably, but not for the reasons you might think. Well, in that case, maybe I'm not the Kaiser you know anymore.
Nonsense, people never change. I guess once nature is futile, you should embrace who you are.
And what if I don't like my nature? Should I end my life?
Of course not.
One can hope.
This campaign went well.
It certainly ended better than it started. It's a shame the Queen did not survive. Nevertheless, I wish we were able to save Lucullus. If only we had departed a day earlier.
There was no way to know.
You're probably right. Still, it makes me wonder. There's something I need to handle now that we're back. I may call on you if I need your help, but hopefully it won't come to that.
Do not worry. I will not ask to live with you again this time. There is important thing I must do anyway.
What?
I need to find man who killed my sister, Silvius.
What makes you sure he's still here?
Habron said he is important member of Collegium Bacchus. If he is not here, he has cause to return at least. And when he does, I will be waiting.
And what do you do when you find him?
I am not sure yet. I will see what he does when he is found.
At least don't go alone. Maybe Bestia can help you. Regime, thanks for that sub, Regime. How's life, Regime? How are you doing?
He will just make mess of it. I prefer to bring Callida, but she has her own problems. You can count on that.
Let's cross the Rubicon and enter Rome.
Time to disband, Legate? You will always be a warrior at heart. Now it's time
All
to be a
weapons
citizen.
confiscated. Good, Regime, I'm good. It's been a bad weather today. I wanted to get out, but it's fucking raining.
Today's augury casts doubt and confusion. I bring forth the following relatio, the result of which is to be decided per discussionem no later than the sun disappears beyond the horizon.
Pompey was elected consul.
Yes. Gnaeus Pompeius Magnus. A dangerous man. Full of political ambition. But also an accomplished commander. Though they are both populares, he sees Vitellius Lurco as a natural opponent. Useful for us.
Today's relatio presented itself and is thus natural. There shall be an assignment of territory and responsibility.
Thanks to you, Egypt is presently without a ruler. With the unfortunate demise of the proconsul of Africa, there's an obvious question of control.
Having conquered the area myself, I expect to be given that honor.
In this case, honor comes with a lot of responsibility. Being the proconsul of Egypt could severely limit your options.
Perhaps, but it will also provide me with resources, not to mention political prestige.
That is true, providing you know how to exploit those advantages. To be honest, the populares are impressed. To them, leaving Egypt in the hands of a potentially dangerous queen seemed like a terrible strategy. And your idea of creating a legion right there out of the local population was a deciding factor.
But
it also appears like you were a bit in over your head, and Vitellius Lurco had to move in and save you. That action looks equally unorthodox and possibly more daring and selfless. No matter what, I expect Vitellius Lurco to make a play for proconsulship.
does he have a leg to stand on?
Whether his rhetoric holds sway depends largely on you.
Silence! Let only those who are of consequence speak. The appointment of a proconsul is to be decided. The issue is of the utmost importance, and the candidate, I believe, is obvious. The only question is, does the conqueror of Egypt wish to shoulder this responsibility?
Naturally, I made myself deserving of this promotion by conquering said land.
Indeed. Does your conquest imply a decisive victory? I believe it was thanks to Vitellius Lurco that you were victorious. Am I wrong?
Throughout the campaign, he was working against me. The unrest in Egypt was his doing to begin with.
Does this mean you are accusing Vitellius Lurco of treason?
He's a traitor, he killed my father and armed Egypt against Rome, and now you're going to give him exactly what he wants.
Considering the death of his patronus and his Egyptian consort, I believe it to be perfectly clear that the Legatus is in severe emotional distress and thus knows not what he says.
Is that so?
Pity. Let the Legatus rest then. He is clearly not fit for this duty. As the next person who knows the territory best, I ask Vitellius Lurco for his candidate.
I can think of someone who would be perfect for this position. A commander, whose deeds were regretfully disregarded previously. Aurelius Cotta.
Excellent choice. Now, if you'll excuse us, the Legatus needs rest.
What are you doing?
Saving your head. You've just accused a Roman statesman of treason without presenting any evidence. There wasn't much I could do there. If you were trying to lose Egypt, you have succeeded.
Goddamn fucking politicians! This is why you need to learn deception. Iggy, hello. You're doing studies about
Today's
Persia, and what does your
casts
studies
doubt
tell you about
and
Persia?
Confusion. I bring forth the following relatio, the result of which is to be decided per discussionem no later than the sun disappears beyond the horizon.
What does the book say? What does the History Channel say? What country today was Persia back then? Hey, Regime. What does the Hollywood say? I'm curious. And what country is Persia today? Do you know? They never disappeared, they just changed name. What country is Persia? There is one claiming to be Persia, and it's not. And the other one that's actually Persia. But they don't mention it anymore. Well, that's what history teaches us, that Iran is ex-Persia. But that's if you believe in Santa. That's Santa Claus, okay? Coca-Cola commercials. They got nothing to do with Persia. Nothing. Yet another lie. Real Persia and real Thracia of today is Russia. That's the truth. How can you tell it's the truth? By the size of countries. Okay. What we know? We know that today the biggest land for one country on our planet belongs to Russia. It's like half of the earth. That's how big Russia is. Do you think that you get to be so freaking big without history? Because most of their history comes from around 700-800 years before 2000s. So most of their history revolves from, let's say, 1200 after the Christ. Where were they before that? How you can own a territory so freaking big if you were nothing? It makes no fucking sense. You needed to be a part, even before Christ, of a country that owned half of the world. So they just switched names. And that's the real history. Everything else is Santa Claus and Hollywood movies.
Yeah, though,
Today-
thanks to you, Egypt is presently without a ruler. In this case, honor comes with a lot of responsibility. To be honest, the Populares, no matter what, I expect...
The issue is of the utmost importance, and the candidate, I believe, is obvious.
Indeed. Doesn't conquest imply a decisive victory? I believe it was thanks to Vitellius Lorco that you were victorious. Am I wrong? How is this unlike the events that unfolded during the Asia campaign? You and Lucullus coming to my so-called rescue.
You were trapped and captured with nowhere to escape. We not only salvaged the campaign, but also saved your life.
Preposterous! I had everything well under control.
Fucking politicians, man. I would shove their heads off.
Strange definition of control, Cotter.
And you seem to be clearly in favor of the Legatus. Is there a specific reason for that?
You little
He
shit.
displayed great initiative. Although his methods were unorthodox, he did not let tradition and procedure maim his ability to do what needed to be done. We need people like him.
I believe this discussion is finished, then?
Indeed, it seems we have only one real candidate here. The decision is made. All hail the new proconsul of Africa and his victorious legions!
That was easy. And it means you can keep your African legion, too.
All hail Pompey! Russia of today, regime, is a mix of Thracia, Persia, and Vikings. A very dangerous mix, okay? And Thracia are basically Slavs, okay? And we know Rome had the same influence on all of that. So, those freaking genes are extremely dangerous. And probably the best genes in the world right now. What does the quest say? Daenerys must infiltrate the Collegium Bacchus. Caeso must visit Marcellus Vespanius in his villa. Let me save it all. Oh, I finished Elden Ring a long time ago. Let's go to Villa.
The great Gaeso Quinctius Aquilinus. Your reputation precedes you. They tell me you're here on business. So, let's discuss business.
I want you to release one of your survey.
A curious demand based on nothing at all. You seem to have an inexplicable soft spot for this girl. Curiously, I don't think you even know her name.
Her name is Lucia. She's the mother of my child.
I see. That sounds very important indeed. She must be quite valuable to you. This sets the price at an extremely high level. Too high for you, I'm afraid.
Try me.
I'd rather not. I would, however, gladly negotiate with that patrician friend of yours. His vineyard has risen to quite a bit of fame over these past few years. The chance to make a competitor go bankrupt. Now, that is valuable to me.
I'd rather not involve. Oh my god, with the... I hate Rome. I hate Rome. Play it, it's a good game, it's a very long game also. For me, it took 140 hours.
The great Gaeso Quinctius Aquila. You seem to have an
Why does that
inexplicable
matter to you?
soft. It matters a lot. The price of... To me, for example, she is all but worthless. But she is the mother of your child. Isn't that right? That makes her more... I'd rather... His chance. I have both money and time. Salve, Legate. I hope you have been informed as to the nature of our potential transaction.
Before we begin, a word about your wine.
Go ahead.
It is worse than vinegar. I wouldn't even make posca out of it.
I wouldn't expect anyone who makes the kind of piss you call wine to appreciate true craftsmanship. I'm thinking I can be persuaded to part with Lucia, the sewer in question, in exchange for, say, half your vineyards. How does that sound?
What? That is insane! It's not a fair price for anything! Surely you won't go ahead with this, Legate.
I believe that's called extortion.
It's called negotiation. Of course you are free to make a counteroffer, but I should remind you, as the owner of the object of desire, I have the advantage in this game.
The price you demand is excessive. Demanding an overwhelmingly high price for a commodity of a certain value is illegal.
Now, if you believe the law is on your side, you can take this to the Senate. Otherwise, I have made my offer.
You can do this the easy way or the hard way, it's your choice.
I see. And let me guess. The easy way is I just hand over my valuable assets to you for nothing. And the hard way is what? You attack me in my own villa?
Actually, it's the other way around, and your life right now would be really easy for me.
What are you doing? I can't... This would lower us to his level. It would turn us into criminals.
Let it be as you wish, then.
As much as I'd like to save these people from his cruelty, this is a sacrifice I have to make, it seems.
As you wish. I believe our...
So...
Thank you for trying. It turns out the Parkai had different plans for us. Perhaps we shouldn't. This is too much, my friend. I'll have to think.
I don't like it at all. At all. I really don't like it. Ni najmanje nisam. Where is... Where is Kikiro? Maybe I can learn Pathos. If I learn Pathos, then I can win. I need Kikiro. Talk to your mother when you're ready to end Act 2.
Salve.
Ah!
I see you're on your way out. Glad I caught you.
I need you. How can I help you, Kikira?
In this case, it is I who is here to help you. Or, rather, your friend. Julia Callida has got herself into a great deal of trouble, and she has beseeched me to lend her my legal counsel.
What is she asking of me?
I told her I would represent her as a favor to you, if you are willing to owe me. For reasons that will become apparent, your friend is forced to maintain a low profile at the moment. She has chosen a discreet meeting spot, near the market. Please meet us there today, and she will explain the details of her predicament.
I know how you feel, Regime. I buried a lot of my pets in my life. I really buried a lot of them. It's the heaviest shovel you have to wield. I know. But that's life.
What does this promotion mean for us?
It is a prestigious post that
At
will
least
bring
he lived
wealth
long.
to the household. It can only be good.
18 years is solid.
We have to prepare for the journey.
Our personal supply of endless mirth is almost depleted.
We should start.
Shall I send for a few more barrels from the vineyard? If they have any left. It is becoming a rare commodity these days.
We still have some reserved for this household, I believe. I'll ask them.
We are being summoned to appear at the court. You have committed a criminal offense, or so they claim.
What crime I committed?
Both things can be true. Our actions sometimes cause harm to society, yet we may be unaware. Or perhaps you're being wrongfully accused. Only one way to find out. Someone must have suffered because of something you did. Frankly, there's no way to know unless we visit the magistrate.
Do we have to go?
If we want to defend ourselves, certainly. To be technical, they cannot reach a decision in our absence. But lately, they have started interpreting silence as acceptance. I say it is best to be on the safe side.
Okay, we'll go.
It is best not to ignore these things. The court may think of your silence as an acceptance of guilt. If you find yourself near the forum, you should talk to the magistrate. I will meet you there.
Looks like I'll be a proconsul now.
In all but name. You can of course not be proconsul when you were never consul. This will be a lucrative posting nevertheless. We have already begun to make the preparations. I have personally selected your staff. This will be good for your political career. And more of that Egyptian heat will be wonderful for my old bones.
Regime, in my life so far for 35 years, I buried 5 dogs, around 30 cats, and at least 10 to 15 people that were very, very dear to me. So I know. But life goes on. Simple as that. You know what you do when your cat dies? You double that. You take 2 cats instead of 1.
Despite all of our efforts, he did really position himself well politically. I would not be surprised to see him become a consul soon.
It's a common criminal.
Those who have great ambitions can't often hide it, but when they do, those ambitions are usually achieved.
Yo, deceiving, stupid room. I like it more on expeditions. Claudiana. Not a single freaking weapon. Single.
Do you need me?
Get out, fine kicker.
Statius nearly dropped an amphora full of olive oil in the triclinium. Oh, that boy will be the death of me.
Have a nice day.
Find a praetor near the market, mid Calida. A discreet location near the market. Daenerys must infiltrate. Caesar must visit Marcellus Vespanius. We go to the market.
Did you hear? We have taken control of Egypt. Is your back giving you trouble? My wife is
Now, if the bread continues to be stale, we have only our own bakers to blame.
Salve, Legate. Welcome back. Is there anything you need of that?
The linen is 150 in Rome. I think it's 100 during
Free
expeditions.
medical advice. I am
More
well
expensive in
trained
Rome.
and highly experienced.
What is happening here?
Feel under the weather? I will attend to your health.
The conqueror of Egypt announces his imminent departure from the city. He will take up his seat in Alexandria as proconsul of Egypt.
That would be me.
Our way. Thank you for coming. Hopefully this matter will be resolved quickly.
Good, my time is valuable.
So is ours. This is about your servus, Secundus. It seems that last night he got quite drunk. In his intoxicated state, he got into a fight with another servus.
Did he at least win?
With all due respect, Domine, that's hardly the most relevant question we can ask here.
On the contrary, it's actually a surprisingly relevant question. Not only did he win, he broke the other man's arm.
Oh.
And why is Secundus not here to defend himself?
He's your servus, is he not? His actions fall under your purview and responsibility.
If that's true, he surely deserves punishment.
It is not my place to tell you how you should handle your servi. I am not a censor. Nevertheless, the punishment of your servus is not the topic of this hearing.
So what is?
There's not much to say. The evidence is irrefutable. The other servus was severely injured, costing his dominus valuable labor. Furthermore, there are criminal charges. This kind of violence is not to be tolerated. The sentence for the first offense will be monetary. In total, this means you will have to pay 200 denarii to the offended dominus and 100 denarii to the state. Do you contest this ruling?
Of course I do.
This is ill-advised.
On what basis are you contesting the ruling?
Do we even know what made Secundus attack the other servus?
Well, it is a relevant question, actually. Witnesses claim there was a heated exchange and some distasteful claims about the profession of your mother. No matter what the reason is, there is loss of labor.
That might be an indirect consequence of their actions. A servus is supposed to protect his owner.
Perhaps. Some damage was still caused. There's nothing to be gained by resisting legal institutions.
Resistance is in my nature, I can't help it. I'm merely defending myself. If your claim is not strong enough, maybe it's not right.
Well spoken. You clearly have a good understanding of how the legal process works. Enough talking. My decision is made. You've made a good case, and your arguments are solid. I can't ignore the damage your service has caused, but you will receive a reduced sentence. This time.
I lost 100 denarii. Follow up Secundus transgressions with sinners back in the villa.
House of Erasmus. Learned Greeks
That
captured
can wait.
in the war against Mithridates.
Maybe check
Strong
around the
bank
mark.
workers from Hispania and Mauritania. Erasmus has survey for every.
I must hire 6 survey to take an ox cart to Suessa and pick up a mill grinder.
That's a 6-day trip. That'll cost you 72 sestertii.
When can they leave?
In 2 days?
Deal.
That is almost twice the price
Sextus
I
is
normally
not
pay.
here anymore. This is his daughter now.
Egypt, the price will fall again soon now.
Salve, Domine. How can I be of assistance?
It used to be owned by a friend of mine, Sextus.
My father. He's working inside. Do you need me to get him?
I was his commander in the war.
Oh, that's right. He's told us a lot about you. Please wait here. I'll go get him.
Legate, it's good to see you out of your uniform again. How is civilian life treating you this time?
Could be better, always miss the war when I'm home, to tell you the truth.
It is a different world out there. The camaraderie, the sense of purpose and achievement. At least as a smith, I don't have to fear the violence.
Your daughter seems like a lovely young woman.
She is. She is the youngest of the clutch. I tell her she should find a nice rich patrician boy to marry, but she insists she enjoys helping me sell what I make.
How's business?
It has been better, but it has also been worse. There will always be people in need of horseshoes and kitchen pots.
What have you told your family about?
Only the best things. You are held in great esteem in my household.
Let me be a patron of your workshop. What will you bake?
For you, it would have to be something prestigious. Tell me, have you heard of a Parazonium?
The dagger worn by great commanders which confers the order of courage.
The very same. You have managed just fine through 2 campaigns without it, but if nothing else, I'd say you've earned the right to wield such a blade. What say you? I can sell you one that you'll be proud to show off.
Am I allowed to wield such a weapon within the Pomerium?
It's a symbol of prestige more than anything. Jewelry for a great soldier.
Make it.
To tell you the truth, I have one almost finished. It was ordered for the scion of another patrician house who was going to be a tribunus under Crassus. The young fool bedded the wrong girl and was stripped of his military commission, and the order was cancelled. If you'll wait for an hour, I will personalize it for you and finish the work.
Do it. Transistor, what's up?
Ah, good, you're back. The Parazonium is finished.
You bring bots with you,
I engraved
Transistor.
your initials on the hilt and got it nice and sharp for you. A well-tempered and carburized blade, if I do say so myself.
Does this really grant me an aura of courage?
In a manner of speaking. As long as the men believe it, they will fight all the fiercer when you are near.
I know, I'm afraid if I would go to the gym right now. I probably could not even walk for the next 10 days. Sextus, you do a great work. I would like to purchase your shop.
Thank you, but it's not for sale. If you ever go to war again, I'll be with you. But here in Rome, I prefer my freedom. It was good to see you again, Legate. But if that'll be all, I must get back to work.
And we got Parazonium Dagger, unique. Critical damage, critical chance, +3. Grants the bolstering presence ability which prevents all ejected allies from failing morale checks. Ambush. Base strike. and rupture. Nice. Where's Khalida?
I ordered 5 sacks, and you delivered 4.
I sent my apprentice off with 5 sacks. 5 is what you received.
You think I cannot count? Or are you calling me a liar?
I am saying you got the sacks you paid for.
I did not come here to argue. Give me the 5th sack now, or neither I nor any of my clientes will ever buy from you again. I will ensure you are out of business by the end of the year.
There was a great fire yesterday in the low dwellings. 5 buildings burnt. 2 of them were completely destroyed.
I saw the smoke. Has Crassus made his move yet?
Of course he has. He was there while the fire still smouldered. He bought that entire district for a pittance.
That vulture.
Are you still looking for work?
I do have work, but I would like a new one. My Dominus is slow to pay.
Khalida.
An acquaintance of mine has opened a new Calpona.
There's Khalida.
Good word.
That's very kind of you. I think I'm going to take you up on that. It's kind of you.
Finally! Mecasta! I was starting to think you wouldn't come.
There he is, the man of the hour.
I need your help. They will kill me. I need someone to defend me at the court tomorrow.
I'm so sorry.
What
I will
happened?
pray for him.
It's a long story. What do you want to know?
What exactly was your crime?
Feels like a lifetime ago. Before I joined the Legion, I killed my husband.
You were married?
Not by choice. But I was pretty, I guess. And that represented a political opportunity for my father. He never liked the fact that I was interested in men's things. He thought marriage would, in his words, tame me. As if I'm a wild animal needing to be domesticated.
You have but one life. You should live it the way you want to.
It's not that easy. No matter how far I try to run, my past keeps catching up with me. Julius Calidus is a warrior of renown in the Legion, and he has slain countless men. He's a hero. Julia Calida has slain only one man. She is a murderer. And whenever I enter Rome, I turn back into Julia, the husband killer.
How did he die?
He was an extremely controlling man. I couldn't leave the villa except in his company. Everything about how I dressed, who was allowed to visit me, all was decided by him. I couldn't live that way. We fought about it all the time. One of those fights took place atop the grand staircase. It got very heated. I pushed him.
But it was an accident.
I wish I could tell you he died for a better reason. That he was a criminal, or that it was some grand conspiracy, or even just that he was hitting me. But his cruelty was of a much more insidious sort. And to the people of Rome, his was a perfectly acceptable way to treat his wife.
Will your family not support you?
Not exactly. They were setting me up for another marriage. Can you believe it? Everything was fine at first, and Aulus was speaking up for me. Now that my father is dead, he is pater familias, after all. Then suddenly, this ridiculous mule walks in. Burienus Crispus. I didn't even expect that kind of surprise.
That's a common characteristic of surprises.
And who exactly will kill you?
Rome. Look. I am a murderer. And I thought we were over this with my family, but...
They disagreed.
Pretty much. The moment I refused this new marriage they set up for me, Mother turned me in. I barely escaped. Thank you. I hadn't noticed. Any other brilliant observations you want to share with the class?
Your emotions are understandably frayed, Domina. But please do remember who your friends are in this trying time.
How can I help?
There will be a hearing tomorrow where they will try me for the murder of my late husband. I may be sentenced to death. I need Kikoro to advocate on my behalf.
Kikoro?
Matricide. It's a difficult situation. Was he a particularly cruel man?
Not by Roman standards.
I would certainly not use that line in front of the public. Please answer my question.
He was a bit full of himself, but actually he didn't really do anything bad to me.
He didn't even whip you a little bit?
You think he could have?
Indeed not. A pity. This makes defense difficult.
Are you shying away from this?
I didn't say that. I welcome the challenge, but you will owe me a great deal.
Proven myself a resourceful, dependable ally in the past, and I have no intention of risking that reputation. A favor owed by me is worth a great deal. What if we get married?
What?
True. Of course, it doesn't matter legally if you're married or not. But correct me if I'm wrong, it's Callida's family who stands as her accusers. The reason for their outrage doesn't seem to be the untimely death of her late husband, but her refusal to remarry to someone equally wealthy and powerful. If you get married to each other, though, well, you are certainly wealthy and your political star is clearly rising.
Do you want to do this?
This is not the way I imagined you'd ask the question, but, of course I want this.
An unexpected solution to the problem. Congratulations. Have a happy marriage.
You own Cicero? Or to marry Khalid? Rome was brilliant, yeah.
You look like you've been sleeping poorly. Is something wrong?
It's kind of you.
Finally.
There he is.
I need your help. It's a long story. What do you want? Feels like a lifetime ago. Not but he thought marriage would... It's Julia Callida. I couldn't live that way. Oh, but his cruelty was of a... This whole thing is their fault. When my brother... Not ever... Then suddenly, this ridiculous mule walks in. I didn't...
That's a common character.
Rome. It was the moment I refused. Thank you.
Your emotion...
There will be a hearing tomorrow. Not by...
I would...
He was...
He didn't...
You think...
Indeed not. I didn't say that. I welcome the challenge. You do have the respect of many who served under you. I will count on you to exert your influence when I run for consul in a few years' time.
Thank you. It would be impossible to repay you, but this means a lot to me. I feel like I'm multiple people in one. Julia Callida the warrior, and Julia Callida the murderer. I don't really know which one I am, but I can't be both.
We will see what happens. Walete, don't be late tomorrow.
Leader must go to Senate, where Cicero will defend her. It's to do. I don't know what to do. I'm interested about the trial. That's why the manual say.
You look like you've been sleeping poorly. Is something wrong?
It's kind of you.
Fine.
But then
I need your help. They will. It's a long story. What do you want to know?
I don't know what's more fucked up.
Has he not improved?
He's only got worse.
Feels like a life, not by. He thought easy for you to get used to it. He was an. I couldn't live that way. I would, but his crew. This whole thing, not everything. Then hey.
So far,
Rome. Look, it was the moment I thank you.
your emotion.
There will be a not by.
I would.
He was.
He didn't.
You think?
I didn't say. You.
Thank you, Julia.
We will.
Khalida must go to Senate where Kikiro will defend.
My cousin was at Alexandria, you know, on one of
I want to see if I can learn Pathos. I need it for Crassus.
The ships arrived just in the nick of time. Apparently the legions were nearly rooted.
But let's see the trial.
I will not tolerate these hijinks in my court. Both parties to this case have selected me as your Iudex Privatus. Show some respect, or go find someone else to preside. Is that clear? Let us continue then. To the accused, I pose this question. Why did you kill your husband?
Be very careful, Khalida. I am here to argue on your behalf, but your answers will ultimately determine your fate.
I didn't kill my husband. I reject this accusation.
He just dropped dead on his own? Have some dignity and at least tell the truth, child.
There is a time and place to lie, and this wasn't it. Many healers, in trying to cure a sickness, end up killing the patient. Does that mean the healer is a murderer?
What's your point, Senator? Was she trying to heal her husband? Your client isn't known as a healer.
Certainly not. She's one of the most capable warriors of Legio Victrix. We know she is capable of killing a man like her late husband. However, her capabilities alone do not constitute evidence.
Intentions. Very well. Let us assume that death was accidental. Was she loyal to her husband?
Of course I was.
Is that why you killed him, dear?
Must we endure constant heckling by the accused's mother?
It almost feels like you want your daughter convicted, Domina. Was it you who called on the court?
It was not. I did. I am the pater familias.
My family is in the Legion.
Maybe that's where you belong indeed. You surely don't belong with us.
I do not understand exactly how you ended up in the Legion. Are they drafting women now?
He's questioning your character.
Lucius Licinius Lucullus handpicked me.
That was artfully done. You didn't speak an uncomfortable truth, but you also did not lie.
Lucullus was a great imperator. If he picked you, he obviously must have seen something we do not. I think you are a dishonest person by nature. But Lucullus, I would trust even in death. I'm growing tired of this proceeding, and frankly, I've more or less made up my mind. Would the parties please repeat their demands?
We want her executed or exiled for her crimes against our family.
And we want her exonerated and free to walk the streets of Rome. I would ask the honored Iudex to take into consideration that my client was once a friend of your nephew, Julius Caesar.
Very well. Since the incident in question happened years ago, evidence is in short supply. Thus, I must decide based on my own observations. Despite her generally deceptive personality and her unwomanly profession, I have concluded with reasonable certainty that Julia Khalida is not guilty. I have found myself unable to decide without a shadow of a doubt. And doubt should benefit the accused. You are free, Domina.
Congratulations. I believe my work here is done.
You know I had no choice, sister. It was my duty. But despite it all, I am glad you're free.
I hope both of you die.
That's fair. I should have been stronger. I think I may have deserved this.
So, what we do? We own Hikera or we marry Khalida. It's one out of those two, you know. One out of those two. Tough choice. There's Crassus left. Daenerys left.
You look like you've been sleeping poorly. Is something wrong?
It's kind of you to
Finally,
ask.
Macaster.
There he is.
I need your help. It's a long story. Feels like a life. He thought marriage would. If Julia Khalid. I couldn't live that way. Oh, but his cruelty. This whole thing. Then suddenly.
So far,
Rome. The moment.
your
There will be a. Not by.
He didn't.
You think.
I didn't say that. I welcome the challenge, but you will owe me a great deal.
Well, we get married.
What?
True. The reason, if you get married to each other, though, well,
This is not.
an
I leveled up. I leveled up after a marriage. Level up. Man, Crassus got old. 10 years passed now. 15 maybe, since the first expedition. Sinners. Follow up Secundus' transgressions with Cineras back in the villa. Daenerys must infiltrate the Collegium Bacchus. Take that one.
My cousin was at Alexandria, you know, on one of Vitellius Lurco's ships.
Free medical advice.
They managed to
I
take
am
the
well
city.
trained and
The
highly
ships arrived
experienced.
just in the nick of time. Apparently the legions were nearly roofed. It.
I leave Crassus for the last. I haven't tested the Gladiator class because the DLC I bought it in the middle of my campaign, so I haven't played arenas and so on. I will play that separately from the main campaign once I'm done with the main campaign, and then I can speak about the Gladiator. I've seen weapons for Gladiator.
Hercules! What have you done? Silvius!
Well, that started well.
Who are you? Why did you kill that man?
You know who I am?
I assure you I do not. Why have you come here?
here to kill you, and then I'll kill everyone else.
Are you mad? We've done nothing to you. I don't even know who you are.
What you do here is illegal, is it not?
The Senate has outlawed our gatherings, it's true, but only because they don't understand. They've given in to populist sentiment and slanderous rumors, that's all. We're just a group of regular citizens who gather regularly to enjoy the finer things in life. Nobody is hurt, I swear on Juno Caprotina. The women are here by their own choice.
You really don't remember?
Listen, I'm certain we can come to some sort of agreement. You are bereaved. Do you seek compensation?
That's gonna be brutal.
Get your hands off me! The bitch killed Sylvius! She's mad! Stop her!
You want to try me too? I will kill you all if I must.
Are you fucking crazy or what? How am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do this on the hardest difficulty with only a knife alone against all of them?
You brought that on yourself.
You're fucking crazy. A nutcracker.
Get the lictors! Get anyone!
Cannot brace.
Save yourselves! Get the lictors! Get anyone!
That stupid civilian. Wait. Fucking wait. Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
Who are you? No more blood needs to be spilled here. Please, just tell us what you... That does not sound like something I would do. How long ago? Where nobody is saved? Listen, I'm certain
this
we
only
can come
goes
to some
one way.
sort of agreement. Get your hands off me!
It only goes one way and that's it.
The bitch killed.
You want to try me too? I will kill you all if I must. Save yourselves! Just one more. Should not be any trouble.
Get the lictors! Save yourself! Get the lictors! Get anyone!
His leprous unique sword. Why does it look like an X then? But there are no X's in the game. That's why.
Don't hurt me, please! I would never. Find your clothes and get out.
That was a bloody mess. Follow up Secundus transgressions with Cineros back in the villa. I need to do Kai's quest.
Excuse me.
I've taken care of the payment. There's just one more matter we need to address. Secundus himself.
It seems he can fight. Perhaps he can be of use to us in a different capacity.
An interesting decision. I will see to it that he's trained properly.
He'll be available to recruit.
Domine.
Excuse me.
Don't give up our own. Damsel in distress now. Caesio.
Have a nice day.
Where is Kikero? Can I learn Pathos? Fuck. I wanna learn that. I did it for Caesio. Maybe he's in the Senate. I can't even go to the Senate. There's only Villa with Sunnies. Oh, I think it's gonna be bloody. Here we go.
The great Gaius, indeed. You seem to have an ice. This sets the price. I'd rather his a chance to make a. I have both money and time. Salve, Legate. I hope you have been in. Go ahead. Oh. Well, I must admit, your own wine has been improving steadily since you took control of your family's business. In fact, I'm thinking I can be persuaded to part with Lucia, the sewer in...
What? That is insane!
It's called...
The price you...
Now, if you believe the law is on your... I see. And let me guess. The easy way is I just hand over my valuable assets to you for nothing, and the hard way...
What are you doing?
Let's kill this arse-faced donkey first and talk about it later.
Stupid move. There are only two of you. And
two of us, man, two of us. And this is fucking hard. very, very hard. Very, very hard.
Still standing. Impressive.
Save yourselves!
Shut up, woman.
By Jupiter.
By Jupiter or not, that was the only way.
What have we done? We have killed a citizen of Rome.
There was no other way to save your family.
Maybe. Or maybe there was. There had to be.
Please don't be so harsh on yourselves, Dominique. You've saved my life today. And the life of my daughter.
I hope you're right, Lucia. Go pick your girl up and take her to my friend's villa.
As you wish, Dominus.
Just Kaiser, please. Thank you for being here for me.
In loco parentis. It was the only way. Spoils of war. I'm sticking with that choice. Essel is dead.
Domine.
We killed Marcellus Vipsanius. Kaiser will take over his wine house.
I certainly wish you had found a less illegal and immoral way to eliminate our chief competitor. But I will accept that this can only be good for business.
Yes.
Kaiser will make a good business partner, I believe. We will supply him well with our finest wine and give him the best possible conditions to succeed.
Though it pains me to say goodbye again so soon, your promotion to proconsul is a great thing for our family. It's a very profitable position.
You can come with me if you wish.
To Egypt? By Juno, I could not be away from my garden for so long. I will come and visit you from time to time, of course.
And Act 2. Gallia. I thought we were going to Spain. We're going to Gallia.
Another round? On me.
We were governing Egypt and now we return back to Rome. Out of the question. I shall be the patron of your establishment. All drinks on me.
I insist. Accept it as an expression of my eternal gratitude.
Have a child to support now. I'll not take free wine from you.
Fine, fine. I see there is no budging you. Be careful, though. That wine is sneakier than Calendar. Looks sweet, but hits you when you least expect.
Whose wine did you say this was?
A Carthaginian called Margot wrote it down in his book of recipes. Fantastic stuff. Never knew dry raisins could be this exciting.
You seem to be a bit out of shape.
You think so? Well, it comes with the territory, I guess. Domestic and carefree life adds another kind of weight on your shoulders.
Or your belly.
Guys, so pater familias. Sounds odd.
It's also significantly more difficult than being a centurio.
Find it hard to believe.
Have you ever tried to command an infant? It doesn't listen to you. At all.
Wish Lucullus was here with us.
It is his kind of place, all right. And this is his kind of wine.
To Dominus Lucullus.
I'm not raising my cup to him until his death is thoroughly avenged.
I look forward to the day. What was that?
Something serious seems to be happening outside. We'd better take a look.
Let me grab my sword.
Investigate the ruckus. A kitchen knife. And a broom. That's what you give me, a kitchen knife and a broom. I'm good with the broom. What on fucking earth is this?
Gauls are attacking Rome. But that's suicidal.
Dominic, your mother may be in danger. We should check on her.
Dineros, guys, so now we'll try to save Mother. You need to find Bestia and Khalida.
As you wish.
I'll go get my plane.
This is a fucking mess.
Get anyone!
Get anyone!
They're 14. They're fucking 14 and I'm with a broom. Villa. Water jet. Slaughtering everyone. How am I supposed to pass? Gauls attacked Rome. I don't like it. There is no killing this. I need to reach that spot. Oh my god. Don't panic. closing now.
Where are those accursed lictors when you need them?
Dead! They're all dead!
These buildings up here look wealthy.
Oh, shit.
Keep moving. The Romans scatter before us like headless chickens.
Moron with a shield.
There'll be time to bleed later.
battle.
Is the consul dead? I've heard the consul is dead.
Which one?
Man, it's fucking hard. If Kaito survives, we can escape if Kaito survives. And of course he doesn't. That guy with a shield, okay. A huge problem. Huge problem. I'll try with Cineros, because Kaiso is slower. Cineros can boost movement. Not a single shield for Cass.
Gauls are attacking Rome.
Dominic, your mother may be in danger. We should check on her.
Guys, so find Khalid and Bestia.
At once.
I'll go get my blade. Save yourself.
How can you? I never thought this would happen here.
Werglia, they killed him.
Where is my husband? Has anyone been killing everyone? My Jupiter!
What you got, Cineros? Cineros doesn't even have a staff. Kaiso has a sword. Cineros has nothing. I don't know how to press this. How am I supposed to press this? Please, come on. Come on. God, pass. Insta-deck, he's insta-deck.
It's all right. You're going to live.
Nothing is alright. Not a single fucking thing.
Where are those accursed lictors when you need them?
Dead! They're all dead!
The Romans scatter before us like headless chickens.
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know how I'm supposed to pass. From where? Like for fucking real.
Gauls are attacked, Domine! Your mother may be in danger. We should check on her. As you wish.
I'll go get my blade. Are you sure?
They killed him!
They're monsters.
They're coming this way! Run!
Get out of the tree! It's not safe! we circle back?
Come on, show yourselves! I dare you!
Keep them busy. I'll go around.
They cut me off. How am I supposed to press when they cut me off?
They're fighting in this room! No one moves in this direction!
I never thought this would happen here.
Where are those accursed lictors when you need them?
Dead! They're all dead!
Yeah, with a shield. I need pilums, I need to waste some money on pilums. And that would be before the attack. Right over there. Then I can start the act. I need pilums. Perhaps even Greek fire. But pilums will resolve this.
What have we done? We have killed, maybe.
Please,
I hope.
as you
just thank you.
It's really hard, I can't believe this shit. If only Kaiser had a shield, it would be different.
Domine. I certain Kaiser will make... Domine. Domine. $200 denarii to replenish pilums. Even with pilums, it's gonna be disgusting.
Though it pains me to say good to Egypt, I do know I could not be away from my garden for so long. I will come and visit you.
Another round? On me.
10,000 denarii from reposting in Egypt. Ooh, I haven't seen this before. I start with 10,000 denarii.
I insist. Be careful. The Carthaginian court, you think?
Oh,
It's also significantly more. Have you ever tried to command an infant? It is.
To Dominus.
I look forward to the day. What was that? Let me.
Gauls are attacked, Domine! Your mother may be in danger, as you wish.
I'll go get my blade! Are you stupid? What can you do against these rabid ghouls? They're monsters. By all the gods! I never thought this would happen here!
They're fighting in the streets!
Bombard with those pillows. Ah, shit.
We'll flank them over there.
There would be a problem to deal with full gear and the entire team. There's only 2 of us and without gear. Look at their level, it's 14. They deal so freaking much. Just come on. And look what they do, goddammit, they cut me off.
Over here! Help! Let me help. Feel better now?
Save yourselves!
Get out of the streets! It's not safe!
They're coming this way! Run!
Not even pilums are enough. I don't see the way. There's way too many, and I'm without gear. I don't see the way. I just don't. Not even with pillows. Not even with pillows. It doesn't allow me to equip anything. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. 15 of them, I can't equip a single fucking item.
Gauls are attacking Rome.
Domine, your mother may be as you wish.
I'll go get my blade. Are you stupid? What can you do against these rabid ghouls? They're monsters.
Save yourselves!
They killed him! By all the gods!
Get the lictors! Get anyone!
They're killing everyone! By Jupiter!
I wonder if they ever tested this. Action restored. Action restored. This shit is stupid, it's brain dead. There is no passage. Passage. They're just slaughtering everyone. Must not be reckless. How long does reckless last? fuck is gonna breach with 2 of them against all of this? Come on, what is this shit?
The streets! It's not safe! Fighting in the streets! They're coming this way! Run! Dangerous man!
Resisting burning is gonna survive. And you fucking hell with your hearts. You fucking hell with your 1 HP. Fucking hell.
Gauls are attacking Rome.
Domine, as you...
I'll go get my blade. Are you stupid? What can you do against these rabid Gauls? They're monsters.
I never thought this would happen here! They're killing everyone! By Jupiter!
They're coming this way! Run!
surprise them.
There's so many, goddamn. So freaking many. Not even funny.
By all gods! Run! Get out of the streets! It's not safe! Lictors when you need them.
Dead! They're all dead!
They did nothing to balance this part. This is close to being impossible. 20 damage! You get the fuck out, man. You get the fuck out. Please. Just looking at their stats, it's simple enough. don't know how they even imagine you can win this, okay? With what? He's easily deflected. Five, 4, 9, 1 up 10. 5 of them at the start, 15, and the bunch was 16 of them. There's 16 of them with full gear.
Reckless fool!
And I got a broom.
Save yourselves!
By all the gods, run!
Where's my wife? Did anyone see where she went?
Bam. You got them fucking crazy.
The Romans scatter before us like headless chickens. You're good. Help me. You'll never get me!
Is deflected. The fucker is deflected.
Can't go on without help. Look at me. You're fine. Fight now.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Bleeding, dead.
Over there.
Panicked, he shoots it. Why did you panic? The idiot glanced.
Save yourselves! They killed him. Now Hercules.